It's time, my friends. Full Sense versus Global Esports. Big game, legendary match, regional matchup. But this one, bro, I'm very, very excited to watch. Okay. Frost versus Cruz. Frost against his whole team.
Maybe both teams trying to switch up the veto and ending in the same place, at least for
on
the first couple
international,
of matches,
on Masters, bro.
Full Sense won both. The wall up, over the wall already. Looking to try and make that fast play into the A site. With a very late lurk that will eventually come in from Crystal. A post plant looks very likely indeed.
Plant for sure, but no ramp control when that comes in. Full Sense are already scaling down that ramp. PRIMMIE's found his first. The Sage Wall still in play means Crystal's going to take a while in this pace. Full
like that.
Problems.
PRIMMIE
has fallen at the hands of PRIMMIE. Everyone from GE has. Now with Javi down, Crystal breaks through that wall at last. The spike being tapped to fight up top. The Crystal expects. He's done a wonderful job already. Stuck down. PRIMMIE, and he won't fight anymore.
I'm not gonna even praise Crystal as much because this is Full Sense trolling the round and giving it away. I'm not gonna lie, they just trolled the round. That's nah, that's bullshit. Low-key, I respect to G. I love you guys, I love Crystal. But what the fuck are they doing?
Oh yeah, I'm better than these guys.
No, they troll. Low-key, they troll. I'm sorry, bro, but you guys know they troll the round. Oh my old friends, they love me still.
I guess just having the confidence in PRIMMIE to maybe take over the round, and that's a great start. Already eliminating the lurker on that.
And to be honest, PRIMMIE was the guy.
The amount of control is already gone, and the pace needs to be picked
last
up.
blind.
They walled off the side where there was only one player. Instead, they fight towards the numbers, but it's worked out at least to start. Lua will contain that space. Has help if needed from Leviathan down below. But in the end, they have to give up Heaven. GE. Again, running into the numbers there. They've gotten very lucky with that pick through the smoke. They've spotted Leviathan up close as well. And all the while, PATMEN was working the control. He'll fall, but ULTRAFUMLUS keeping it competitive, rolling in their favor. And with a res there, man advantage now locked in for GE. The pick is needed for Full Sense, and that was a chance. Without it being found, they have to hope that someone on GE is going to step out of line. Give them a way back into this site.
Already pushing back towards the spawn, but Javi's actually the one to be caught. And now stuck in the corner is Crystal, but again, he seems to be on fire at the moment.
And that's
Cruz doesn't even know that there's a wraparound coming in from behind.
You secure the round and get
seeming dead to rights, and it will be an easy kill in the end for ULTRAFUMLUS. 4-0 up to invest going into this round. There's the wall. So they are going to have to break that immediately. That will sound the alarm for the rest of the defenders.
Still another slow.
I don't think that slow actually stopped them at all. I think it was a little bit shallow.
Yeah, it let them out of the choke. So they're able to fight around the side. Oh, that works out for Jib Boys. Okay. Trading here is fine, and now it's looking even better. Another found by Cruz, and in the blink of an eye, Full Sense have full control.
Oh my god, they decided to shoot it, bro, and strong. That's the Full Sense we know.
This is the light in the dark.
And yeah, G, I was always lose to trip this bit, bro. Like,
he did buy enough time, but I'm surprised because it seemed like he did
with Brazilian things.
MasterCard Thrifty is the way
to be fair, Full Sense is the same.
So. And I'm not sure if what was said before is Cruz as the IGL, you need to hit some headshots, but I'm not sure this was the round they even expected to break back.
And he was thirsty for that,
those
bro.
quick rotations eventually coming through. And then just everybody on their side landed their shots. Finally, Full Sense have made it onto the board, and well, they get a huge economic boost.
Control there for GE, but from what we can see of Full Sense, they've left the B side open, taking B main.
Oh, that was ugly.
I thought Autumn would take a bit longer before showing his hand.
Not particularly pretty. The mid-ball buying time having to be broken. One of the new factors that GE have to deal with. The timing not working out for Cruz, though. Crystal able to turn things back again. The positioning, though, from Leviathan is perfect.
And now the save.
For GE, let's take a listen in with their comms in this round.
Just jump pick first. Might be picking. You do we stay first.
I don't see. I'll go problem. They smoke.
Oh, maybe not up here. Maybe not up here.
VCT?
Hey, they're rotating. Jet B7. Go now, Saba. Go now, Saba.
Jet B7, guys. Target towards ramp.
Guys, you need to move fast. They will.
Ready, I will run and I will ulti side, okay?
Yeah.
The gas is coming down.
They walled something, guys. I don't know what.
They walled like heaven.
I need to smoke city. I'm smoking city now. Go.
I
smoke elbow, I mean. It covers elbow.
Cruz.
They're waiting for the Nightfall to come in. That's going to reveal Kahlua for sure, but he's got support, and that slow buys all the time Full Sense need. No chance for G to scale on the back of the ultimate. 30 seconds now to make it to the site. They've got to up the pace. They thought they'd find an easier A site, less heavily defended, but they were dead.
Ooh, GT boys!
Jit boys!
Damn, bro!
Heaven, and it is a clean and
my friends, I'm not gonna lie.
From Full Sense.
I love both teams, bro. I love both teams. I will be cheering for them to play the best games of their lives, bro. I will be happy for whoever wins, and I'll be sad for whoever loses, bro. That's my honest take. 100%, bro.
Position, and then even just breaking a gap in the walls and spamming shots into the faces of opponents. It's compositional change for Jit Boys is putting him right at the top of the board alongside PRIMMIE. If you want to know how confident they are in Jit Boy's Sage, he is solo A, they have 3 Heaven, and then they have 1 Operator on the B side, and instead, it seems like they've got the perfect read. G walking straight into a stacked up Heaven. And that's where they might be sent fairly soon. It's Kahlua, who's just destroyed them on entry. That wasn't an eco, that was a full buy investment, and they have just been slaughtered.
Again for GE when
we play for the next round, guys. Observer missed all the kills from Kahlua here.
Where they want to pull the trigger, where they want to blitz in.
Oh, that was
waiting
nice.
On the other side last round, and in a couple, it's been the slow.
It was after a timeout from G, actually. I'm gonna show the full round next time.
From Sage, but this time around, it's the Paranoia held by Leviathan. This Paranoia has caused issues for GE before. Once this wall comes in, it could do again, but the TP to backside from PATMEN has made them reconsider.
Meow received the showstopper, also hit pit.
And that's very dangerous in this round.
Has the spike, look at Russ.
We'll make this a very tough retake. Again, this is the pit we're seeing most often put in, and coming from spawn is almost impossible. They do have the man advantage. GE have the terrain on their side.
Another heal for PRIMMIE. He's going to have taken well over 200 damage in this round, but it doesn't matter. He's still standing, still kicking. They even have a res available on either side, showstopper as well, if necessary. And it might just be PATMEN already cleared. They're going to need someone to step up on the G side, and it is ULTRAFUMLUS, but he's eliminated eventually. Back down to just 1. PRIMMIE to try and turn it, and he's managed to get rid of Autumn. But that time is now ticking, surely too far gone, and Harvey has him covered.
Time was low. Nice round.
First, but GE fight right
good
back.
Game, guys. Good game. Close game, the way we love it.
To give up that B site to let the pick go down, but I thought Full Sense might
G jersey reminds me of Paramaklubi.
Catching the flank, dealing with a lot of the win condition for this GE side, but ULTRAFUMLUS right here, more than worth his salt. A double just made sure that the pit couldn't be pushed from both sides. Bought that little bit of extra time, and well, time was of the essence in the end. 10 rounds in, and we're neck and neck. Full Sense, they fought their way back, but now GE have a solution.
Ooh.
Spike down A.
Damn.
Well,
alright, guys, I need one. Oh my god,
this is what happened last time. This was the guy that is going to end up on
and
the most
against
wanted
Frost, man.
list.
That's nice.
PRIMMIE just seems to have a vendetta against them. A headshot through,
yeah,
he's coming over
literally.
the top. Autumn just about dodges the bullet, but there's a second player right alongside him. And while Crystal, he might have the spike planted, but that was the only silver lining in this round. Full Sense will take the lead.
Their man is low.
Yeah, he's got 3 teammates swinging alongside him. Very nice stuff for Full Sense. Again, this team, it's ridiculous.
I don't even think he shot at the guy that was shooting.
Oh, bro, it wasn't even for him.
That's one way to get around on the board. And to get the lead as well.
You can see the difference. Them versus their regional rivals. Against people that, if you look at the coaching staff, they probably even called family at a time. They are feeling comfortable. Trades back immediately. It's turned into a game of deathmatch in middle. And while Cruz has gone unchecked, just hiding, lurking within the darkness, and everything's coming up for Full Sense in this moment.
Like, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, he does have
from these 2 games,
a res available,
so far, I'm very disappointed. And to be honest, he was struggling in the last game zone. On I haven't watched WC games though.
Maybe he can. And he can heal.
He was amazing, but he fell off
hard.
And I think
there, but I think they're going
we had the injury, so keep that in mind.
So we end up back into a 3v3. That's a little bit of a mistake from Full Sense. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite them. They've still got PRIMMIE holding the cross, but the first shot doesn't land.
One of the reasons I don't play much.
As well. They've made it through.
And I cannot
They've
play,
avoided
to
the
be
main
honest.
danger, at least for now, but Primmie's waiting for another chance. He misses a second time. This could be the downfall of him. The shorty's out though. Primmie survives that little bit longer. He's going for a long-range shorty kill, knowing that Crystal is already tagged. And 20 seconds as he swaps over to the rifle, Crystal flees. A plant will be found here. The position that Crystal decides to play from will be everything.
Yeah, he now needs
Spike planted.
to outmaneuver PRIMMIE. He's not going to beat him on reaction time, and the problem is he's so low on HP that it just has to be that he picks
Crystal,
the
just
right
fucking
spot.
hide. I
He
don't
is
pick.
quick enough on the
If he
trigger.
clicks,
The
I
problem
don't
is,
go.
for Crystal,
Oh, that's crazy. I would
it's
be
not
so
a great
uncomfortable in
place
this
to
position.
stand. He's picked a bit of an off-angle corner, but again, timing is everything. Like PRIMMIE could have gone in any direction, and it just depends if he looks at the right way. But PRIMMIE not checking initially, but then will turn back around from 4-0
I don't understand,
down.
honestly.
Full Sense are going to turn this half into a victory.
Sense have found control of the A site. And a plant even coming in for Heaven as well. They've got so much control, so why not late flank as well from Leviathan? This could be a problem for GE. They're only now making it to screens.
That's the scary thing, is they were looking for this, but it's been so far behind that I think Autumn is checking it instead. So their opponents have got aggressive, even still trading evenly. But now Autumn has to sort of either make a decision to try and check for that flank. It's clear that it's in their mind, but timing is the main thing. The second he drops down is a problem, but while he does, he's caught out PRIMMIE. Even still, though, Leviathan has been holding on to this upper spot, but Autumn will hit the shot anyway.
Take it pistol, RJ.
It's another pistol under the belt. One of the rifles under serious pressure. You're just going to have to try and play within the utility, and after you get seized, there's nowhere to go. They even expect Udoton flanking. Of course, risks are going to be taken in this sort of round, and
nice, man.
behind, but they will hold on strong. Look at PATMEN's position, and it's great, but he has to get not even maybe just one, even two. If he doesn't get Jit Boys, there's a res. So it really is. He has to just go ham here, and they already know he's there. PRIMMIE sent him first.
Knew it. He could TP out his smoke to get use paranoia just by time. Why are you peeking, bro?
Even a shot fired towards PRIMMIE. They know that they've got control. Plant needs to come through, and it will. Going towards default, Heaven control held.
If they do go just contact silent, I understand. But since they gave it away,
I'm just thinking back to the last series he had. He was impressive. Luckily, Crystal,
good season.
He's done well, but PRIMMIE is just better at this point. And there is that red. We said it. It's been waiting there for a long time. Cruz maybe even was willing to take the risk. Just to be
you got unlucky there, bro.
PRIMMIE.
You saw the head of the two players. Would they go or save?
PRIMMIE looks almost ready and set to try and just make a play through this smoke. There's somebody on the other side ready and waiting, just watching for him, but
They got destroyed, bro. Man, GE in the second half, they didn't even click. Low-key, they didn't even click. They are playing so scared, it's actually insane. They are losing without even trying. That's my... from what I'm seeing
At
here.
this point, I almost want to see them go for it just so they don't save again. I don't want to say the word.
They didn't play the game. I tell you, they didn't play. There is nothing good from G here on this half. They got demolished, bro.
They're not going to let him away with that. PRIMMIE running
And they didn't even try.
But in the meantime, Full Sense
That's fucking true, bro.
Wide net.
But guys, coming down to G fans, Braze is still a good map for
G,
man. Always.
At this corner. There's the Prowler. There's the response.
Yeah, they are getting unlucky too, bro. Uda's getting unlucky. Some players, in my opinion, with this
back up. I was so confused. It must have been a leg shot.
I'm not gonna say, but they're struggling, bro. They're struggling. But Uda's getting unlucky.
Push into the spawn, Audacious. 3v3 is maybe the best scenario we've seen in a long time. The TP behind, it's aggressive from PATMEN.
Nice, let's go, man. You insane, bro.
To try and close out what would be an almost perfect half. But he's got to try and go around the wall. They know exactly where he is. Slow's thrown out.
Even if they lose, they need confidence, bro. Especially you, Pat. Let's go, bro. Believe in yourself, man. You are fucking incredible. What?
He's so unlucky not to
get
away
bro.
With that.
On the first time.
Somehow hit the leg. And sure, Cruz fell in the end. This
that was a nice
It was a paranoia.
That's not like a fuck it. The game's already over, you know? Like, let's fucking play the game.
The way back in. Going back up through vents would be a death sentence, and they know that they're there now, but Crystal can't get out of this corner. The showstopper
the time.
landed the double. Cruz and Kahlua stood right beside each other. Wrong place, wrong time. And GE, man advantage to work with. They've slowed the play. PATMEN's in danger,
Nice
but
pass.
he's gotten out unscathed.
Down
Yeah.
A.
Well, for now.
Okay, that's a good round. So what I like that
A warning shot
about
from
this is that
Leviathan.
Alton this time he saw
It almost cost him his life.
movement
Primmy
on A
holding
and
the
he
angle.
decided
There's
to
not a lot of time left.
flash garage,
Almost manages to find
throw that part
something
of-
through instead.
Wow,
He's
how
quickly
is
found
this
the
a
double
1v1?
and somehow made this one a reality. Autumn rotating from the other side of the map. He'll have himself a post plant once again. Autumn to try and keep them alive, and Primmy to do what he's been doing throughout the entirety of the map. Looking for the man up top, the timing slightly away from him. Would have to listen for the drop anyway, so that might just give him an opportunity to re-clear while that time ticks away. His opponent just waiting for him to give an angle, waiting for him to make a mistake, but Primmy is just sitting in this corner, using the time
Primmy
to his
doesn't miss those,
advantage,
bro.
not expecting his opponent to push his utility, but once again, Autumn is there to save the day.
GE just about make it through. Small heartbeat visible from this squad, but think about this round. PATMEN getting away with one down below and the double that came through from Udaton. The fact that it ends up in a 1v1.
Play with, and after what has been a lot of A hits in a row, it seems like they're going for B.
Yeah, the B play going through. Late lurk attempted by Cruz, wants to get into that pit, and he's chosen his time just right. Those players in main don't need to push out anymore. They want to rely on this space taken by Cruz. He's used the pit as a smoke to cross into vents. That's a big problem now. Full Sense are going to re-gear up for this A hit. And on GE, you have to know it's a possibility. You can see how cautious they're being in re-clearing into heaven. They're even putting the boombot through. Don't think it's going to make it to clear Cruz, though. They could see where it went, but if that information has slipped by, they're in big trouble, and indeed it has. Udaton's being caught completely unaware. Jip Boys sees them on the backside. They know
that was
exactly
a sick
where
play
they
by
are.
those guys.
And
That was a
moments
sick play by
later,
those.
the round is
Masterclass. GG.
Full Sense started slow in both halves, but my God, they showed up in the buy rounds.
Yeah, in the buy rounds, it really just felt like they ran away with it. Primmy doing it in style once again, and it's
Do like the changes from Full Sense, though.
Let's go.
Not working, and now it's on
It's
G.
freeze time.
Who had a bit of a tough previous map.
Do or die
Yeah,
for
for
GE. Bro, I really want to set our map
he
here.
has a tough map quite often when he plays against Full Sense, but we'll have to see if that's a running theme. Already, though, a better start. Pistol round, Primmy to trade. Gwear waiting on the angle, but it's Primmy once again, a one-man army that somehow still seems to be alive, but they are trading out everybody else. They just can't kill Primmy. It's been the issue throughout the entirety of this so far. Now the rotation looks to come in from Cruz. Crystal again in a pistol round clutch to try and bring it home, and of course, who else but Primmy will be the one to take the pistol.
Before the tournament, a lot of people were saying Primmy the best player in the world. Today, he's playing like that.
Someone goes, that's the guy, you know? There's so much more going on behind the scenes.
Man, to be the best, you gotta be the best on the biggest tournaments, on the biggest game. That's it, guys. It's pure.
He comes in like he's been studying all week for it.
It has the potential.
Definitely has opening pistol in this series.
It's amazing. Actually amazing.
The win this time around. I clock down a little more, but we'll at least give an orb over to Crystal. And as they chip away at that wall, it's very obvious to Full Sense where the play is coming through. Chance for the Blade Storm. For Primmy, Jip Boys has taken all of his kills, but there it is. Udaton left him. What? Oh, come on!
Shit, I'm ready! Yo, 7 kills to rounds, G. You guys are fucking trouble, bro.
Take it easy.
Oh my God, I would like to see Frostface right now seeing Primmy doing this, bro.
360 no-scope montages, except he's just doing it on the master stage. It's just filthy. Like,
Yeah. He's the Zayu of Valorant, bro. He's saying he's Zayu of Valorant.
Hunter's Fury online. Crystal sends in the drone right away. That could be go time for it. Mid-split, though, from GE. Already with so much control. They should be aware of this on the other side, but with a Sage Wall blocking them off, those players on site are completely isolated. A wall of their own has bought them a bit more time, a bit more space to fight from. Now their teammates start to get an angle, but the orb goes up. Jip Boys good onto Udaton, but the Hunter's Fury causing all those problems in that little laneway. It's cleared out a lot of space.
Interesting round.
Maybe they wouldn't expect Cruz, but they dealt with him as well. G. Now everybody's coming from this little choke point. It should be easy to keep them at bay. And with this late play by Autumn, it certainly will be.
He's had a
PRIMMIE got to save it
to
out.
this one, and
Cloak and dagger play. He might even have gotten away with it
nice
too,
shot.
but they've caught Kahlua.
One
Try
way
to
from
contain
Rapper's
that
spot.
space on mid. With him falling,
expect it.
this is the only thing. Door about to open. The wall's just gone down. PATMEN's even looking the wrong way. It's all down to timing on that mid-fight. Autumn is taking down Leviathan, though. And on the B site, there's a big threat. Jip Boys and Cruz, though, seem to be dealing with it. Jip Boys up on top of the wall. Oh, it's a nasty angle, and he's got another from there. Crystal left alone to take down three. Spam decent, but he won't get to fire that shock dart. The Blade Storm finally comes through. Yeah, Viper's Pit isn't even covering off the spike. It's just covering that left side, making this much more difficult to get back onto site. You have to push left. You have to push exactly where GE are waiting for the battle. Paranoia is good to start. Reveal doesn't catch Abby, and now Autumn's able to step into the duel. The trade out decent though. Full sense now, pick up the pace and the way back through. Trading as they go, but the pit is the danger. The problem is that the plant is not inside it. At least an orb to work with and a snake bite sent in would change the game, but there's none to work with anymore. Time ticking fast enough if they can keep those players away from the spike. A swing out from Unitons. Give it a chance. The Cruz might have ended at time though, a little bit too low. He's got to run for the hills. That contact's about to come through. Maybe now it's a little bit closer than expected. They are right at the door. No time for Paranoia anymore. Drones already.
Ooh, what the fuck was that? That was beautiful, bro.
He wanted to take down the man in.
Damn.
And instead, he got the whole pack. Udaton is the last.
This is the kind of thing I love to watch.
Not for long.
That made my day better, bro. 4-4. Low money with 2 players of G. Show me that again.
He got more than enough
Leviathan.
value out of that situation.
Oh, I think that was probably as much of a shock for him as it was for everybody else. But
imagine together with
not
two.
connecting, and then everybody else just not quite quick enough on the
That would be
reaction.
sick.
Giving it up after a couple of seconds. This was the danger, right? If those pistols just come swinging out. Now Kahlua is in danger. Rifle picked up. Jip Boys. Oh, it's nice. 2 taken down. Udaton, the main one. That's the ult gone out of the round. Leviathan, though, doesn't expect the late flank to be coming up right behind him. So PATMEN gets a
my.
freebie.
How
It's
is
a
the
round
trip
from
this,
full
my
sense
friends?
where
Remember
they're
what
up against
happened
next to
on the
nothing.
first
They go pushing, they
half
give
of
aggressive
Split?
fights. GE, and well, the round's not lost just yet, especially not with PRIMMIE sitting on the site. But he's in a very uncomfortable spot with this operator.
Dash is about to go, but
didn't
speaking
get
of
a plan.
uncomfortable, the plant position
A.
That was
open
huge.
to main. Cruz has been making this push a couple of times, so much so that all of the recursion. How is he still alive?
Feels like I'm watching
He
Masters.
should have been
That was
dead to
crazy.
rights, but the pistol of PATMEN not so kind. Back to a 2v2
Oh my
scenario.
god, bro. Low-key got some Aspas
Fury
Prime.
available, but you don't finish this man off, and he
Flashbacks.
will punish you for it. Crystal left in a clutch. Hunter's Fury in a 1v2 would be a gamble. He'd need one of these kills first, and any sort of cross could be his instant demise. A shock dart would be enough, but it's not quite gone anywhere near.
my god,
Cruz,
PRIMMIE.
a big round from him
What was
individually.
that, bro?
He had
Shit,
so
I'm
much
PRIMMIE.
promise with the low buy.
He's special,
full
bro.
sense to
His
come out on
movement is
top.
insane.
really want the
Mundi, why is
replay, 10
Zayu
different
of
angles.
Valorant? Bro,
He's
Zayu
just
for me has the
dancing
best movement in
around
CS.
every
The way he
shot
plays
fired
is
his way.
beautiful. It's art. It's different than Simple. Frost says
It's a Pulp
PRIMMIE has
Fiction scene in the
Simple.
making, and it
I think it's
is
like,
what ends up winning them this round.
the mechanic.
The tags were found. One more shot was needed, and
The
then
movement is
when they go back
different.
to finish off
Kills
their
PATMEN
meal,
as well.
he is there to punish them. That's got to be tough.
Phenomenal. Oh, this battle. Oh, dear. Udaton trying to just get information. He's been eliminated immediately.
They saw the orb on mid here as well. No more
Bye.
noise outside B. Now it's time to connect the dots, and with that kill from PATMEN, Jip Boys knows exactly what's coming his way. The res might not get a chance to be used, but that's such a good bait. Jip Boys uses his teammate's TP as a distraction and grabs himself one, back for another, and he's not stopped yet. Sure, Crystal takes that kill, but he's left to 56 HP, and PRIMMIE almost takes down the op.
That was insane by Alton. He's playing with fire, bro. And didn't get burned this time. Damn!
This time for the lead.
I really am enjoying what I'm seeing from Autumn.
Yeah, bro, he's playing with so much confidence right now. I love it.
The
He was
fan side of
missing.
things is like, are they scared of playing?
But to be fair, this is his map,
bro.
bro.
I want to say 6
Loves
rounds.
Bridge.
Autumn is absolutely not. He's taken that fight head on. He is jumping into angles. He's swinging into the battles versus
Bro,
PRIMMIE.
he did that on
And
PRIMMIE.
if I'm
That's
looking
crazy.
at, oh, definitely still an advantage for GE.
That reveal's going to be broken, surely? No, in fact, it's just left. Uniton had already made it past. It gave some false security to those defenders. They didn't think that much space had already been taken, but it's how quick Uniton can be with his own wall to cover him. They've made it to the A site. Uniton's got another on back, and now Full Sense stalled out completely. They still have that res to work with. With the Viper wall up, that's exactly what they're going to go for. Leviathan comes back into the round. PRIMMIE finds one, but Uniton is third. With 3 more on offer.
Udotan?
He's looking to
Ace?
find him.
Nah,
a 4K
that was nice. That was
for
nice.
Uniton.
Yeah, for sure.
Did so
It's
good,
one of
man.
those games where it felt like GE needed to build up a little bit of momentum. And I think that Uniton has
clean.
definitely been the player to watch over the last couple of rounds. Him and Autumn have been impressive. A question is,
But still trailing by 2. Now, the next pistol underway. PRIMMIE has been the star of the show pretty consistently when it comes to these. A 4K to kick us off in the previous pistol. At least for now, he'll avoid the fight.
they're going over, trying to do it again. But in fact, it's only the one player that's made it over. The rest are wrapping back around. Even still, though, Harvey has got away with a kill onto Leviathan.
Good start here for G would mean
Gives them man
everything, bro.
advantage. Their opponents ducking in towards main just to try and have some semblance of space. They haven't been able to put pressure in onto the backside. Of course, that Sage wall was used in towards middle. The re-aggression from Jit Boys being attempted instead, though it is PRIMMIE once again. It was 4 kills in the last.
Yeah.
There's an opportunity for that again. Him and Jit Boys looking to do it, but already onto the defusal. PATMEN sticks it to half. They now just need to clean up those remaining couple of kills, and in fact, they're not in the right position to deny this. GE can't just defuse in front of them. They will take home an 8th round, and even though everybody falls, it means nothing.
He spotted one. Not a whole lot of information to work with. It's not going to drag the rotates just yet, but G have just pushed up in B main. Full Sense need to pick up the pace now as their back is wide open. PRIMMIE. Oh, he's gotten him again through the wall, but Crystal's made it away. He should be dead to rights.
Yeah, even still with the 2 aggressive positions, Reed was there. The
Man,
TP
Viper is so
paranoia
far away.
so that Autumn couldn't get anything. Full Sense have done well to get in a post plant without really.
Bro, Wood is
taking too
taking
much damage
forever
for
to
it.
play. Forever.
And you can even see some of the hesitance on that flank coming through from Uniton. He's on a long rotation back, maybe hoping that they start looking back in the other direction, but instead, Killer has found a couple. Trade immediate from Autumn. This fight
that's
could
crazy.
be everything, and
Nice.
Leviathan will win it. That final trap play is a bit
Man, they didn't even have a chance to
underwhelming
win
in
this
the
round
end for the
here.
remaining couple. They were almost waiting for that. That was meant to be the moment the round flipped, but instead, that time has gone.
Buy for GE is not great. The chances looking fantastic for Full Sense. They've given a gap in the wall. This is a sneaky play. They've been conditioning GE, and this time the wall is that little bit further. They slip through it and move to the B site, catching the rotations, leaving Javi completely isolated. The wall doesn't last a second, and Javi lasts even less. Oh, Crystal! He's giving them a chance. A 3v3 now from a round that looked lost moments ago. G are back in contention. And I like that Autumn's not taking more fights, but a kill there would have given them favor.
At least they managed to keep the players with the weaponry, but PRIMMIE's timing here could be everything. One player looking away, the drone being sent through, and that one's for free. And he's not being greedy with it either. We talk about this man and his ability to run it down to disrespect opponents, but in this case, he knows how important these rounds are. They are not in a massive lead, but in the round, they most certainly are.
Man,
To
Pad.
try and face versus 3 for him.
No money
Credit's
next round,
actually
guys.
Very low. Potential to aggress and then the potential to delay. Instead, they're really going to need that delay because already A multitude of players looking to try and split through in towards this A site.
Tags already. They know where Autumn is. They know where Happy is. But dealing with them is a completely different story. Autumn's found himself an easy peasy pickup. And then Crystal
Clean by G, man.
as well. Last player known to be a
Also
main.
important for their
Steps even
economy.
heard now. Confirmation. And they've got him boxed in. Kahlua saving this weapon.
Anyone, anywhere else on the map.
No backup plan this time. In they go. The pressure onto GE. PATMEN's already tanked 2 shots from the Hunter's Fury. But ULTRAFUMLUS lined them up without even realizing. Oh, Autumn's desperately low. The HP traded, but if Leviathan gets greedy, he's going to be in big trouble.
What?
Here,
Up the plant. I suck.
Onto PRIMMIE. A big pickup, not just to remove that player, but to buy that little bit of extra time now as they look for the plant. Leviathan knows there's an op on the other side, but they don't seem to care. They're swinging into it. They're looking for the fight up against Autumn. Confidence on display. So close to finding the pickup, and in fact, Leviathan!
Oh my god, my kid was locked the fuck in, bro. It was like screen, dude. Oh my god, that was going to be the sickest play of all time in the history of this game, bro. Yo, respect, bro. Respect, low-key. That was beautiful, bro.
Still seems to be laughing away, but that is a...
Oh, man, for me, you won the game. You won everything. You won my heart with this play, bro. Damn, that's my boy. Let's go.
Full control of B main. And all up behind, but Cruz has caught PATMEN. Even with all that B information, they go for aggro on mid. And that's why the crunch has at least traded it out.
What a beautiful game, guys.
They're Viper as well.
Like I said, bro, I like both teams so much, man. But I love them.
They have to go aggressively. PRIMMIE's going to be brought back, and he just about survives the shock dart. It's not quite going to finish him off. However, ULTRAFUMLUS on the flank will looking for a little bit more. Overdrive.
What the fuck,
close out this map.
Oh my god, the kid is special. GG, we're going to a third map. Thank you, GE. Thank you, Full Sense. Amazing. Legendary.
13-9. Anything you can do, we can do better.
Crowd is full, bro. Oh my god.
For global esports.
Why are the people in London, bro?
Proves to be in their favor on map number 2.
It won't matter too much, though. Autumn took the orb on the other side and now has ended up as a lurker. But he might be wrapped on himself. A wraparound from Cruz. ULTRAFUMLUS very aggressive, but now being spotted. Has to be careful. Looking to just try and retreat, but he's kind of left his teammate behind. Autumn now catching out one, and in fact a second in that mid position. He was ready for Cruz. And now gives them the man advantage, and that's the signal for ULTRAFUMLUS to fall back. Even still, though, avoiding PRIMMIE, that little bit more difficult when he's right up in your face. They have managed to deny the defusal, though, and it wasn't half. And because of that, that time is ticking even further. It's
bro, one weapon already back already.
Pistol round, and GE start off with a bang.
It's interesting as well because
he
GE
got his
went towards
confidence.
B, saw nobody there, nobody fighting long, no one pushing up, no noise in middle.
But they pushed so
so
far
they decided
there.
to go into that A site, no doubt from Full Sense's perspective, that's the exact opposite of what they want. That wall is there to give you information, but you're hoping. Has to be something Full Sense are wary of. They've no control over middle, but for now at least it looks like he is a dagger already placed in their back. They are none the wiser.
Easy.
Double doors is wide open. That's a perplexing gap to leave and to not even think about.
They're gonna be
have an advantage, but the problem being that the player is isolated. Crystal.
Oh my god, Crystal!
The same push! And where else could he have gone? What a mistake being made here, but PRIMMIE is making up for it. He's got 2 under his belt already. Chip Boys with another spike down right in front of them, but Crystal, he can surely not again!
What? Crystal?
He's caught 4 players off guard! And a chance for an ace, but it's PRIMMIE who stands in their way!
Bro, what Crystal did here on this round
today, but that's a round to be studied.
I don't know. It's godlike, bro.
It seems like the entirety of the round Full Sense were blinded.
You forgot to get back to the server? All PRIMMIE did?
That is insanity. I think it's because they see...
Bro, how Crystal didn't die there on the shot from PRIMMIE?
Oh, I've cleared that spot. He must have just run away, but the one gap that you didn't expect him to push was the one he already pushed. Crystal getting away with murder. I'm almost surprised. Doesn't turn around at some point. And already Autumn once again, of course, he's going to keep pushing this. He wants to try and earn up as many orbs as humanly possible. They are losing players along the way, but that ultimate is worth its weight in gold. This now becomes dangerous, though, more than dangerous.
No time.
The problem, though, is that timer. He is just trying to stick it over the line. There's no way. Surely not. Thank you,
Oh
Hermes,
my
for stopping
god,
that.
trying to kill defense hard,
I thought
bro.
they were just throwing.
Close enough. It's something we talked about the other day, right? When you're already dominating, when you're already winning, sometimes you play that little bit looser, you make those mistakes, and in this round, I think that's what we saw. Playing for the orbs, playing to take those kills, and then realizing, oh, we could lose this round. They got there in the end. And now we see the timeout from Full Sense. They are feeling the pressure. He's on the A site. And that's exactly where they're speeding up towards. Now, in fact, they're right on his tail, but fearless is PRIMMIE. He swings into that angle, takes on him.
Of course, he will fix and gets another one. Fight is down, 5 victory.
Well, I don't expect to see much more.
You gotta convert it though and make it clean to build economy.
Everything's going their way. Only downside is they've connected 4 over on this A site. This is leaving a lot of pressure on Cruz. He has this wall to cover that gap in the double doors. It's good that they filled in that gap, I suppose. Can't see that being a big problem. And then it's util to play behind on B at least, but honestly surprised to see them even still pushing.
Also
He's
disjointed.
full confident.
Chip Boy still fighting. Killua falling back. Clearly having different ideas. And I know
What I don't understand is why Full Sense isn't giving this slice to them.
That wall almost saved him as well. Gave him a little boop. Made him harder to hit. Full Sense. 4 versus 2. A lockdown still to play against, but no issues. Love this reposition from Cruz as well. They know they're coming from lane, so up go the Thorns, and he goes long. I liked it because he was containing information.
I low-key, I think they want to go home, bro. I think they're missing home.
Opportunity. Lockdown now online for Crystal.
Where are you?
He's been phenomenal in this map so far. Still
Bring them down.
a man advantage. With that operator. Now is the timing of the lockdown. It just knows that, okay, let's make sure that they can't even get it to half. Activating those nanos, it has to be a push-up. In fact, they're just going to go running towards this, trying to destroy it. Instead, they walk into Crystal!
Full Sense, you guys...
Again, it seems to be
You guys got it, bro. You wanna lose? You got it. I think you got it. I think you guys will manage to achieve your dreams. Crystal, what a game. Pure simple. What a game. What a game, bro. Damn.
What a crazy map from Crystal so
Bro,
far.
low-key amazing by Crystal, but Full Sense is 100% trolling.
For this squad. He's now had a 4K and an ace. Currently on this map, 11
That was insane, bro. He's on fire. On fire. His best game.
Big reason that GE find themselves sat 5-0 in the lead. They've just heard a lot of them drop down, and Uniton swung into the pool. A shot from Autumn, and he follows it up with another. But Cruz answering.
The other side.
This is far from a 1 round.
I think both teams are kind of lost as to where the other is going. You can see the defenders having to try and fight both sides of the map. It feels like it could have been a bit more simple, but G have been trying to push and pull, and while they're going to push straight into another Autumn, another superb round for him, but it's on.
How do you guys down, guys?
Dodge the running back, he's just going to go in towards it, and he's going to get him.
Oh my god, bro. Nice goal. Nice goal.
Clutch of sorts for Cruz.
Oh my god, bro, what are they doing?
But Lord, that was messy.
That was a confusing round to be a Full Sense player, I'd imagine. The double from Autumn should have reset them, finding a third as well, but in the end, great read by Cruz. He'd heard Autumn round by and realizes he can just about catch him in the ult. It's a devastating blow in the round.
And of course, with the amount of kills that Crystal's been getting, there's no surprise. He has the lockdown available, a chance to clear out the back of the site, even having that Cosmic Divide. The one dangerous position is towards the back, and this is a full set play. I like this. The Judge invested into just to take that deep control.
Oh my god, what a Judge, bro.
No one's quite going to be through that screen, unfortunately. Cosmic Divide giving a safe haven for Uniton for now, but it's going to fade soon, so will that smoke. And then it's push time! The flash seemed good, but they only get 1 forward. PATMEN trying his best to pull this back into favor, and he holds his ground. Oh, running into PRIMMIE's a mistake, though. The ult put through by Jip. Boys, he's already on the spike.
Yeah,
He's
he
got
has.
the half at least before he disappears, and that's given them a chance.
Wait, they don't know.
Tapped
Wait, you
again,
gotta
but Jip
defuse.
Boys goes down. Crystal was
Gotta go for
camping on his ultimate.
defuse.
Could he just
Just defuse, bro, just
Good try.
defuse.
But they're already going to be.
Aí eu was tough. I ain't skipping here, bro. Bro, H1, they got no money again. Jeez, fry them, bro.
We were worried about what happened when we got to Pearl. There's still time to recover this half, but the other side of the map is gone, and oh my god!
That's nice, that's nice.
PATMEN! But they're making this look like, frankly, they're making it look like a terrible fake. This looks like they're throwing themselves at the A site with one guy going, hey, look, I'm here. So that they can then hit the B site. Here comes the Prowler, here comes the Noise, here comes ULTRAFUMLUS. So now they go, oh, we were wrong. It wasn't B, it was A. No, it wasn't A, it was B.
This is what they
Now
did
the
against
spike is going
Leviathan,
into
bro.
the A site.
And
Now it's
Leviathan
only
wasn't
gonna be Cruz.
expecting.
But he still has his setup.
It worked against them, bro.
It's not blocking off the main body of the Force, and ULTRAFUMLUS doing an excellent job in selling that fake.
Yeah, they need to kill him clean, though. Cruz is still here. He's still
Oh
waiting,
my
and Ulta does just
God.
that. Genuinely hasn't been missing all the way through the game. A post plant. They even have themselves a Nightfall, depending on how aggressive they want to be. Deep Smoke's flashed through it by that defensive side. Jip Boys have done well, but Javi does just as well. Evens things back up. PRIMMIE low. PATMEN still just sat up close aggressively. A jump up here would seemingly mean demise.
Oh, bad.
He's gonna go in behind them though. He's timed it to perfection. First
And
one's easy, but he's not gonna risk
surviving,
it. Not going over aggressive. Harvey still just sat in the corner low from that previous battle.
Pat.
And that man is there
That's
again.
Pat, bro. That's him, man. He's playing his game. 10-1, bro.
Opposition.
It's all for GE in the post plant.
And wow, if you can't tell by the scoreline, those have gone pretty well already. Blue has done well. This time trading much more effectively, and it's going to be left to Crystal. He's in no man's land, still in middle. An opportunity for them to get towards the spike, already looking to try and shroud his vision, but he looks to try and run through. Stuck in the mud already. That defusal is going all the way. I don't think he
2
can
rounds,
stop it
guys,
this
2
time.
rounds.
At least
A little bit of hope.
semblance of hope. A final round being picked up by Full Sense. They are massively in the lead.
Start to this pistol for Full Sense. They've got a lot of control. They know there's a lot of players on the other side, but they're not deterred. Swinging in for these fights doesn't look pretty. Javi's already got himself a double the man, talking in the halftime about revenge, and
Oh my.
he's certainly gotten his own.
This Crystal one, he's
ULTRAFUMLUS
alive.
and Crystal, the last two alive.
Full
Crystal
HP.
on full health. And Leviathan certainly anything but.
Recovering it.
My boy using his classic crosshair.
Maybe a slight misread from the defense
Oh, man.
initially.
They gotta win this, bro. Otherwise, it's
Right,
over.
then definitely thinking about that flank. Of
They're
course,
probably
it's been
fast if they lose,
A major
though.
issue of this game so far is the players backstabbing, but that tap of the spike, it seems like the players on G are just waiting. They're waiting for that plant to actually go down, just in case he's selling a ruse, just in case he's trying to get behind them.
Spike planted.
Instead, trapped within the smoke. That's giving him a gap, an opportunity!
Oh
but instead
my
it's shot
god,
through the
bro.
wall
This
of
is
the lead.
Crystal's
And
map.
Crystal once again
Then everything
is the one
going his
to
way, man.
save Global Esports. That bit of damage, all being retrieved. Defense obviously not taking any chances with their own buy. Definitely having information of this split.
Flash out for Autumn. Oh, unfortunately, PRIMMIE's already gone in. He's taken it inside the Cloudburst and now found a Spectre for another. ULTRAFUMLUS holds on to control of A.
So low-key, I feel bad for PRIMMIE.
It takes away
Yes,
any
he
sort of
tried, bro.
comfort
He
ground
tried
for
so
Full
hard.
Sense. Instead, they have to fight for ground
Tried, like,
elsewhere.
hack
Space
away.
taken towards the defender spawn. They jump into the window, spotted. Javi won't get the kill, though.
Okay, there is still hope.
A lot of success for Full Sense in the Force buy, and it seems like
I didn't
they've
want to
done
see any of
just
these
enough.
things getting
They
destroyed
come
like that. You
online
know, like I was, bro, played their
right when
best.
they needed
Well,
to.
everybody,
Crystal
because if we
managed to
lose,
so
like,
far,
bro, we
but
did
his
our best.
impact in this
We can be
round
happy
is
about it.
negligible, and
But getting
ULTRAFUMLUS
destroyed on a map like that
Oh,
is
it might be
tough,
time to
bro.
set-
Just
Spike
have
planted.
this late flank that they're going to have to try and clear. With him also in position and the wall not being tripped, they know that they're pretty much all coming in from a similar angle. He can even watch into mid. The running back, though, will look to lead the charge. Maybe pad the gap, and already Autumn's got
What?
2! He shouldn't have got away with anywhere near as much from there. They set up the strategy to perfection, but can they hold on to the round? It's not looking likely. PRIMMIE, Leviathan, make that just one.
Bro, the call was great, but getting 2 kills there with the running back is crazy. GG guys, there is no more hope.
Somehow made that look easy.
8 in a row to stay alive at Masters London.
Not even to win.
Oh my god.
Nice start.
Yeah, good
The
read.
second time the CS are in the position.
Response. Crystal has been phenomenal. Oh, it's a push through! ULTRA wants to end it here, but he'll trade for his life. 2 kills found. Bladestorm was picked up by PRIMMIE. It puts them into an even scenario. PATMEN already on a fast flank. There's no utility to stop him at this stage, but the positions, at least for now, are good from the attack.
There's still a lot of time for GE to work with. PATMEN slowly making his way down long. Soon the Nightfall can go in. This is the time to put it through. Prowler starts, sees one in the corner. Okay, no, now we're just gonna launch straight in, but
PRIMMIE. Bro, he's so damn good, man.
It's a 4K with the Bladestorm to give full sense of 5th. 7 in a row now for overtime.
Yo, he took it off.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I thought that ULTRA might have just done it there and then.
Was that just for aesthetics?
That was so
or is
smart
like
to play through the Molly. They
actually
have
for
no
fun?
idea.
I'm confused.
Spike down B. Be fast. One enemy remaining.
It's too
Him having a
good, bro.
Bladestorm just feels like a cheat
Too
code.
good.
Really need to rotate just yet when you're in such a low buy, but Cruz is quickly farming up those eco frags. ULTRA has been able to get
30
one.
seconds left.
That puts his ult online. He's going to risk it for a biscuit. Try and bring this round home with an overdrive. Instead, he's left space for PATMEN.
Oh,
he's so
Winky,
close to taking out
Winky.
Cruz. That was 2 health remaining for the IGL. And like a more direct play off the back of the running back. Where you can see the defenders are just trying to avoid it. Sitting all the way back. Is there enough time for him to find anything? No. Instead, PRIMMIE still in position. Weaponry about to be taken away at least from one. Autumn just waiting on the other side of it. A little bit risky, but didn't want to be caught running across. They're really trying to play ahead of this retake, but they got to be careful.
What?
Swing through. Only gets one. But now the lockdown can be put into play.
Big ult.
A more passive post plant will have to be taken here.
Yeah, they'd already used their Phoenix utility, so no chance to burn that lockdown alive. And now in goes the Cosmic Divide, locked out. They've got to start making a move. These players could already be on it, but in goes the Molly. That's bought a little bit more time. Crystal from the top rope. He's looking to swing through, but the spam full blind and he can't get the
They
line.
got demolished.
Slipped right past.
Guys, there's a way.
Found
No.
another.
Does the doubt start to creep in? They've just managed 3 rounds in a row. They need that total to go up to 8.
One enemy remaining.
But the one thing I said in the last round
This
was,
is
hey,
insane,
at least
bro.
they didn't use all those ultimates up. Well, which they have now. Everything is offline.
Probably a
You can
timeout.
hear from their own comms that they're starting to believe in this comeback. It is the perfect time, in my mind, for a global esport.
Someone's still around. Art's going to keep numbers from GE towards this A site. Full sense are hitting the lighter side of the map. They do still have to go through Killjoy utility, but the way they're going, they're bypassing it all. All they have to do now is deal with Javi, deal with Crystal, but that's been easier said than done at times.
Oh my, Crystal!
The Gravwell was sent in.
It had to be him, bro, to close it out.
Crystal's found himself too in the
What a legendary game by Crystal, man. Maybe his best.
He doesn't stand a chance, and now
Oh my god. NT full sense, but G moves on.
round. Global Esports.
Full sense is eliminated.
Home regional rivals, and the taste of revenge is theirs.
Crystal, a man that joined this team, not being able to play with his prior ULTRA rules. He's now become that diamond in the rough, a man that had a phenomenal showing. So many high impact rounds, and well,